Hello everyone, I'm S2-Ep22. Welcome back to Astrometica. Thank you for coming to hang out with me. I always appreciate you coming to check out the channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and let's get into some gaming. So, we are on the frozen island. We had warped through the gate, and we came over here after we got the Alpha Control Center cleared. We may have to go back into it, and I'll explain after a little bit. But we are out here, and I came into the game and I dropped. I actually dropped over there. But I came over to here, so because we were looking down on this base when we quit the last time. And I did come back into the game. I was kind of curious about some things to go see what the heck was going on, because I don't know anything about this world here or anything about, you know, it's small. I will say that it's really small, and so I didn't know anything about it. So I was, you know, doing some looking and trying to figure out what the heck was going on. But when I came in, I did drop, because I'd come in, you know, off camera after we got done to try to figure out some things, and I dropped, and I'm like, okay, and I look up, and as you can see, there is no seeker. We don't have our seeker anymore. It's gone. Except it's not gone. So I'll explain here in a quick minute. I just got to find the place where the seeker is, and then I can explain a lot more about what's going on. So as you know, in the last video I went to one of these things that's on here, and I interacted with it because it says interact, and nothing happened. And I was like, okay, whatever, you know, it doesn't work, whatever, it's a bug, whatever. So I was like, okay, but the thing is, there was something already parked on there. It was the seeker, and I didn't realize that if there is, then the interact button doesn't do anything. So when I came in, I was in like full panic mode because I didn't have my seeker anywhere. I couldn't find it. I went all around here looking for it, and since it's a tiny thing, you know, I went outside, I went all around, I flew around this whole thing, and I could not find it anywhere. And I'm starting to get a little worried at this point, you know, thinking, oh boy, am I stuck here? I actually went over to the warp gate. We flew over there. You can't warp. We cannot warp in our suit, just because, you know, we're in our suit. So in any case, I'm like in full panic mode, not knowing if I should press unstuck again or whatever. But there's something to know. As you know, I got stuck before, and I kind of had to unstuck myself, or at least reload the game, I guess I should say. And if I would have done that, that would have been a lot better, if, you know, but I didn't. And so in any case, when you are in the game and you end up in a place like this and you come back in, if you do not have your vehicle, whatever one it is, the seeker or the skipper, then you can actually get it back. So that's where interacting with this thing comes in. So you just interact, you press the left mouse button, and you can bring your skipper or your seeker in. So it kind of summons it. You know, summon, because that's what it used to be. So we can now summon it, and now we can have our seeker, and ta-da, there it is. So it does work. It just was, since there was something there, there was no way to interact with anything to bring anything there. I mean, I'm trying to interact with it now, and it just doesn't work because there's something there. Okay, excuse me. So I did something. I actually started recording and thought that I would check on something, and sure enough, I am right. I just didn't think about it. So I've been looking online to try to figure out how to, you know, get through this area and what all we need to do. And there are some things that you do need to know. For one thing, scan all the deer, so that way you get that. You don't have to scan more than 5, and then you'll get the deer thing. But there is something that you do truly need to know about. I wonder. Nope, we cannot get any ice from that. I just thought I would check. We do have something on us, so as you can see, I have some of the chocolate on me, and there were the presents and stuff. I actually opened up every one of the presents. I used my tool on it, and I got all of the presents opened. And if you want to know how to figure out how to get through those doors, and I'll show you real quick, like, because, you know, you may not have seen the last video. There are a couple of places here. One's down in a hole, and the other one is over here with this separating column, I guess you could say. And back here, there was a deer and a snowman. And then back over here, this way, there was another door. And so I came over to it, you know, and it says that you need key card for Outpost Santa. So, in any case, I didn't know where any of that stuff was. I was looking all over for it, trying to find it. We had opened up every package. I had opened up every package that there was, thinking that it was in one of the Christmas packages or whatever. Of course, it wasn't. But it is in something else. So, what you have to do is all those snowmen that were here, I have since eradicated. I've since hit them with this whacker tool. And yeah, they do something. Let me go over that real quick. This is the other door. So this is the Outpost Deer door. So when you hit all of the snowmen, every last one of them, you've got to find all of them. They're hidden all over the place. They're not hidden, but they're all over the place, and you've got to find them. Something happens, and apparently, even though I did not save the game, it still saved it as it was after I got done doing this off camera. And the thing that happened is this. So I came back in here because I had heard that if you hit all the snowmen that you can get the cards. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I hit them all and no cards dropped. I kept looking. I had a bunch of ice and everything, and I'm like, okay, there are no cards. It's a glitch. But that's not true. I scanned the stuff that was in here, and you remember that the lockers all were, as you can see, 2 of them are opened, and they were all like this. There was no way to open them. But after you hit all the snowmen, then these 2 lockers open. And there's a deer card and there's a Santa card in these 2 lockers. That's all that there is. I have not gone back into those areas. I have no idea what's in there because I wanted to do that with you. And I should have saved the snowmen and all that. I just didn't know what to do. So I just wanted to see, and apparently it kind of saved it. So my apologies for not showing any of that. I should have waited, but I had no idea what to do. So yeah, if you need to know, hit all the snowmen and you will get the cards. Spoiler alert, if you didn't know, now you do know. Okay, so let's go back in here and let's go ahead and do this one first. This is going to be the Santa one, I do believe. And let's do this together. I want to turn on my light and let's just go ahead and key card for Outpost Santa. Okay, well, I may have royally screwed up because I don't have those key cards. And I don't know where those key cards are. They were in there, but I apparently do not have those key cards, and now I have no way to get those key cards. So, I guess we're not getting in there. They were in those lockers, and I guess oh, they probably do the same thing as those doggone barrels, don't they? When you log out, they disappear because I hadn't taken those key cards. Okay. Well, that kind of ruins everything. I mean, I have no idea how to get in there. I have no idea what to do. There is no key cards in here anymore. And I have no clue how to even get them. I did not think about that part. I have no clue. Okay, I guess we're not getting in those. I did not realize that that was going to happen. I did not think this through very clearly when I did all those snowmen and everything, because I have no way to go back. You cannot load a older game. It won't work. Doggone it. So I guess I'm not ever finding out what was in those places unless there is some sort of way to open those up. And as far as I know, there are no, I don't know if there's commands in this game or anything that you can get to open things up. I really haven't looked. So all I know is those key cards are now gone. They were there and I did not take them, and I guess I probably should have taken them, but I didn't because I didn't want to do that off camera. So as far as I know, I guess that we are done here. We can't do anything else. I will do some looking to go see if I can find them. This is all the ice that I got and stuff, and I didn't even save much of the chocolate or anything because, you know, there wasn't much chocolate. And I totally forgot that I didn't put any of the nanite stuff in. I will do that once we get back to the warp gate because I heard things disappear when you warp. That may not be the case anymore, but I don't want to take a chance considering those things are kind of expensive. We are just going to have to vacate this premises because there's no point in being here anymore, and that kind of stinks. I wish stuff wouldn't disappear like that. Well, now I'm kind of bummed out because I was hoping that we could get in there. I really wanted to see what was in there. Well, with that being said, I guess that we are not doing that. I do have something that I do need to do because I was looking at some things, trying to figure some other things out. So let's go back through here. We will go back into the Alpha Control Center, and then we will go try to find something else too. This isn't where I wanted to be, but there is something here that I need to do, and that something is right here. I did not know this existed. I actually did look up to try to find out where this is. So this is going to be the large battery, and that's what this is, large habitat battery fragment. I didn't even know where it was. I didn't know if it was in the game. I said that last time, and it is in the game. Sweet. Now we have the big habitat battery. And on another note, right over there, I think we had been in that place. That was Reese Callahan's last known location before he warped to Theta 12. And there's a chest there. And there's maybe stuff in there that we could actually use. So I'm going to go grab what we need. We need 3 repair kits, 10 iron, and 8 copper ingots. 10 iron ingots and 8 copper ingots. And then we should be able to get into that chest. So I'm going to go do that, and then we'll get into there, and then we'll go back to Theta 12. So I'm back over here where I need to be, and right over there is that base where the big battery is. It's right next to that base, and the gate isn't too terribly far away from here, just on the other side. So we had been here before, and right over here there is a locker. So this is the locked storage. Let's go ahead. Let's open this bad boy up. Oh, wow. Holy moly. Coffee cup, photo frame, and I guess we'll take all the blueprints. I'm not going to worry about the coffee cups. So, yes, there were just blueprints in there, and that is about it. So, you know, a couple of other small things, but mainly blueprints. So now we have some more blueprints that we can deal with. Okay, so now I know, but I really don't need to summon anything because it's, you know, right there. But in any case, if you need to summon something, now you know how to do it, and that actually works out too. I learned my lesson with that keycard thing. I just didn't even think about it, so I guess when they come out with the new update, whatever that is, they've already said that we're going to have to start over, so I will definitely be trying to do better with things and make sure I do not log out of the game without collecting things, even if I do it off camera, just to make sure that we have everything that we need. Let's go back to Theta 12 now, and let's go see if we can find what I was hoping for. Back over here at Alpha Control Center now. Let's go in and let's go see if there is what I am hoping for here that we can find, but I just have to go see. So as you know, when we come back to here, we can't do anything with this. This just will not work. Oh, those guys are out now. Okay, well, I guess that we are going to see if we can get rid of them. Okay. Let's go see if we can make those guys disappear, huh? Looks like they are back underneath, where of course they should have been in the first place. If we can, we'll see if we can find what I am looking for. I'm hoping so. For a minute there, I thought I didn't have any oxygen. There's probably a thing in here somewhere. Somewhere in here. I don't know exactly where that we need. But there should be something back here that we definitely need. I have seen about it. Is that it? A data box. Battery socket. Sweet. This is what we need, I do believe. I missed this the first time. I didn't even know that was there. Download data. Ancient gate arm. Yay! Now we can get that made. Let's go to number... maybe we have to do it on the machine. I don't know if we can do it there or not, but we will go look under here. We will go see. Ancient gate arm. 4 lumite and a nanite bar. So we need to find a lumite. And wherever that is, I don't know, but I have heard of a way to get it. So that's going to be the fun part. And right now, I'm just going to get the heck out of here. We got what I was hoping for. It is there, and that's all I really need to be too concerned about. I did not even know that that data box was even there. I totally missed it the first time. Okay. So, we have that. I do believe that I have happened to across the place that we need. There is one of these red domes, and the planter place is not too far away from us. It's right over there, so head to the right of that and look for a red place, and then there will be some glowy things. And it looks like there's also a base over here. There's like new signal log is available in terminal. All right. Well, looks like we have a new place to go. There is a... Okay, I thought this was a ship or something. It is not, but there's a whole bunch of beacons around here. And then there's all of these floaty things. I had to look this up because I had no idea what I was looking for. Let's go up to one of these here. Okay, so this is what we should be looking for. And I'm just going to go over to... Man, this stuff is a long ways away, isn't it? Okay. Use vehicle weapon. This is it. Sweet. Alright, yay! We found it, we found it. Let's start doing these. Sweet, we got 1 lumite. It isn't on us, it's on the ship. So we need 4 of these to make one of the arms, but I don't know exactly how many we're gonna need, so as you know, guess I should probably go ahead and mine quite a bit of it. You never know how much we're gonna need. And then we'll see if we can make the ancient gate arm. So right now, I can show you what that looks like. Hopefully we don't get attacked or anything. This is the luminite. And it doesn't stack, as you can see. It has no stacking. So that's one of the big things is probably don't need as much as I'm getting, but you know what? If we have to do more stuff, then at least we will have it and we won't have to worry about it. And of course, when the game does, you know, have a new update, like I said, we will have to start over again. But they are going to be adding more stuff to starting areas and everything according to what they said in the latest patch notes, which I always link the Steam page. to all of the, videos and stuff, so you can go and check it out for yourself and see what you think about, some of the things happening here too. Okay, let's go back. Let's make a nanite bar, and then we will go and see if we can make the ancient gate or something. We don't have a terminal here, and I didn't even realize that, so let's just go ahead and put that in. Okay, there we go. Now we should be able to see Alpha Minor outpost. Okay, I don't know anything about that. We will have to find that now, and that's going to be something that I didn't even know existed. In one of the videos, that I was trying to figure out how to do this stuff, I did see something about it, but I had no idea where it even was or anything. So now we have to go find the Alpha Minor outpost. Okay, let's go to the Alpha Minor. Let's go see about that real quick, and then we'll go see about that gate. Looks like I did put in the nanite power cell too, and that thing makes a big difference. You are right, Padgy. Thank you for that. Oops. It really, really helps make things I could shoot for quite a while before it even started dropping really bad. So, yes, there is that. Thank you very much for that. I do appreciate your comment and helping me, to do that. I haven't put in any of the tools yet, but I do have one in here. Boy, it really does make a huge difference. Well, how do you like that? I was right. There is something here. I just didn't even know it. I was right over there getting that luminite, and I thought I saw something about, or saw something look like ships or something, but I wasn't too sure. So it looks like we are at the Alpha Minor outpost now. I guess we're just... Wow, holy moly, there's a whole lot of them here, man. I'll have to take these guys out. Okay, got rid of all those guys, so now we can actually go in here and go see. Using that shooter on these things really does help out a lot. Probably should gather up all that stuff. I guess, man, there's a lot of guys here. So let me gather up this stuff, and then I will go inside and we'll see what we can do. Let's go in, let's go see what there is and what there may be, and hopefully we can find some other things that we're missing, because we're kind of missing some other blueprints and stuff. Hopefully we can get them. At least that's my hope. Doesn't look like what I was... Oh, there it is. Sweet. Good, I was hoping for that. I think that's the last one that we need, and then we should have the Tier 3 research fragment. Yay! Tier 3 research fragment. Oh, hey, look. Global storage device. Okay, we need this one too. We don't have that. And then we should have that one as well. There we go. Global storage device. Yay! We get all kinds of cool stuff here, man. Okay, let's go see. Hopefully, nothing bad, but we'll find out. Not gonna destroy those barrels quite. Whoa, buddy! Well, the barrel worked better than what I would have thought that it did. It did destroy that. No, it didn't. Knocked the chest our way. Yay. Well, we can always use it. Oh, good. Silver. And another nickel. Alright. Well, let's go see. Hopefully there'll be something good. Don't know if there is or not. I don't know. Glass package and probably a crystal package. I don't need crystal. Doesn't look like there's a lot in here. We're gonna have to take an oxygen just so that we, keep ourselves good. Looks like there's a data box. This time I'm gonna get it. Alright, battery socket. We'll just use that one. Hopefully it will be good enough, and then we'll find out here in a sec. Alright, download data. Nanite injector and soul core rod. What the heck? Never heard of a soul core rod. Alright. Ooh, I am taking that. We don't have anything. Okay. So we are full. And the ship is also full. We need to probably go build that thing and get that done. We can always come back to here. Of that I am certain. Let me just actually go and take that med kit so that way we are good. And then I can take one of those. We'll read that log here in a minute. I am definitely taking that, though the Voltium is worth it. That's worth it, and then we will read this and see what this is about. Personal log entry 118, Nina Clark. I don't think I'm cut out for this anymore. When I took this position, they told me I'd be managing logistics, keeping rotations clean, overseeing drone cycles and rations. They never said anything about silence, about people going missing, about watching everything slowly fall apart while you pretend to hold it together. This sector used to have 42 active personnel. We're down to 11. Every time I update the roster, I have to erase another name. Some of them I knew well. Others I just passed in the corridors, but every one of them deserved better than this. I've sent every kind of report. Status alerts, escalation warnings, emergency codes. No response. Moxora stopped listening weeks ago. Maybe longer. I think they wrote us off the moment Theta 12 stopped making profit. But people still come to me with questions. What do we do next? When is help coming? How much longer do we ration? And I don't have the answers. Not anymore. I keep telling them to stay calm, keep routine, act like it's all temporary, but even I don't believe that. There's a part of me that wants to lock this door, shut off the comms, and pretend I was never in charge of anything. But then I look out the window. I see the belt. I see what's left of this place, and I remember that someone has to make the calls, because if no one does, we all vanish without a trace. I'll log back in tomorrow. I'll write another update, even if no one's reading. Nina, in log. You know, the happiness here is almost overwhelming. Yes, we'll just say that. Okay, what is that? Glass package. I'm just going to do a quick look around, see if there's anything that we need or don't need. Not too worried about crystal. Ooh. Okay, we have pyrolite. Looks like there's a couple of boxes here. We're going to have to come back in here no matter what we do. We just have to because more logs. Private log, power deaths. Zane says, Jax, we need to talk. Half the mining rigs in sector are offline, and the drones aren't responding to override commands. Jax, I'm aware. We lost uplink with the central relay 2 hours ago. Still waiting for diagnostics. Zane, that's not good enough. We got workers stranded in unstable shafts. This isn't a technical delay, it's a safety failure. Jax, you think I don't know that? We're stretched thin out here, Zane. 1 engineer, 1 medic, and a skeleton crew. No resupply in 12 days. Zane, then you should have pulled them back the second the first systems flagged red. You're risking lives for quota numbers. Jax, you think I care about quota right now? I've got 27 people looking to me for air, food, and a way out of this belt. I'm doing what I can. Zane says, then let me help. Reassign command of the remote sectors to my team. We'll stabilize what we can and get your people out of this high-risk zone. Jax, that's not protocol. Zane, to hell with protocol. Protocol didn't keep the lights on at Theta 9. It sure won't save this place. Jax, fine, you'll have access. But Zane, if this backfires, it's on both of us. Zane says, deal. Just don't let Moxora bury another belt under operational silence. Jax, you always were terrible at staying quiet. Zane, that's why people are still alive. Okay, and then looks like we have one over here. Personal log, Tina Ross. I don't even know why I'm still logging these. Maybe it just feels better pretending someone might hear this one day. I've been alone on this platform for 4 days now. The last tech team left when the uplink tower failed. They said to be back with parts. That was a week ago. The AI unit's still running, technically, but they're still different. They move slower. They pause too long when I give commands. One of them turned toward me today before answering like I was thinking. They're not supposed to think, they respond. I keep telling myself it's just stress, that I'm tired, that I'm reading too much into flickering lights and delayed commands. But it's quiet here. Too quiet. And the quiet, your mind fills in the gaps. I miss people. I miss someone laughing in the room or asking for a coffee or complaining about the broken devices. Machines don't complain. They just keep working. And I don't know what's worse anymore. Okay. This is like a lovely place, I do gotta say. No, not really. It just, I just wanted to say that just to lift the mood, but there is no mood lifting here because there is no mood here. It is dead. And that's not a good thing. What the heck is that? Huh. I guess there's nothing we can do with it, whatever it is. Don't believe I can go any farther that way, so there's no point in that. Let's get out of here. Let's go down here and let's go. We'll come back for that stuff later. I'm not really too terribly worried about it, but we do have glass and all that kind of stuff. We have tons of celestite. Again, I'm not too worried about it. And then, of course, all this stuff is, of course, here again, which we don't need. That's okay. Let's get out of here and let's go see if we can go and do that. So it's right next to here. There are some chests here. I'm not going to get too worried about them right now. We can always come back and get them a little later. We know where Alpha Mining Center is now. And that's Alpha Miner Outpost. And that's not that big of a deal. So I'm not going to get too terribly concerned. Let's go ahead and head back to where we have to at the Alpha Control Center and go see if we can actually kind of figure out what we have to do over there. So if I would have known this, I would have been actually a bit better off. Remember those space whales that we found that we were mining stuff on? That stuff is literally right over there by the Alpha Miner Outpost. You can't see it from here, but if you go a little bit over that way following those red dots, there they are, right there. If I would have known that, but now I do, so now we know where that stuff is too, and that's actually really, really easy to find. Okay. So we're gonna have to have at least 2 more of those nanite bars, and then we should be able to activate this. And I didn't know for sure if we did or not. So I guess what we will do is I'll make them and then we'll come back and we'll place them. So we're going to need a lot of that luminite at 4 each. It's a good thing I did gather quite a bit because that's going to be a huge undertaking. I can tell you that much right now. And we might want to gather some more nanites. But I think we have enough to do 2 more. Alright, let's go in. Let's go see if we can build one of the last 2 arms. And then we should be able to be doing... Aw, man, 3 arms. Thought we already built one. Maybe we didn't. So I guess we have to build more, huh? So what happens, because I thought that we built all of them, but apparently we did not. So I have to go get more nanites. So I'm not going to worry about that right now. I just have to go get some more nanites. We have 1 arm to build, or at least I hope 1 more arm to build. I'll gather a bunch of nanites. I'll make sure I have enough of that stuff because now we know how to get it and everything, and that's not going to be bad to do. So we're getting ready to get that done. The nanites are not terribly hard to find. We just have to go and get those. So there was a mistake made at the beginning. I did not realize those cards were going to disappear, and I was hoping that would not have happened, but it did. And so now we have to deal with that. Wait for the update whenever that is. No idea when that's going to be, and hopefully that will be okay. I am going to gather nanites wherever it is I saw the nanites at. And I think it was at the unknown outpost or something like that. And in any case, we got quite a bit of stuff done, and that's good. And now we can, go and do some more other stuff. We found where that luminite is, and now we have that. And also near here, right over in this area, there's also some space whales. So there is that. Right over there. There they are. So we do have those guys nearby us too, and that's really good. And then I'll gather a whole bunch of the nanites. We'll make those arms, and then we will go through there, and we will see what happens. We'll build the big battery, and we will also see about doing the tier 3 thing for the blueprints. So this is Astrometica. Thank you for joining me here. If you've enjoyed the episode, drop a like on the video, and we will get more stuff done. I just have to go and see about, what all I can do and what all I can get and all of that before I can do anything. And hopefully I will be able to get that stuff done, and we can go through there and see what the heck the other side holds. You have a great day, and well, I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.